Just in case some loser happened to stumble on here accidentally, I want to dissuade you from watching further. The best way that you can know, am I a loser? If you're offended by the word loser, that's you. Hey there, thanks for stopping in. I was invited over to my buddy John Lee Dumas' home today. We're in Puerto Rico, spending a bit of time together in this, got a beautiful pool and a beautiful background and some iguanas in a tree over here checking us out. Eavesdropping. Iguanas trying to get success tips from John and I. And a topic that came up, which rather organically in our chats was the idea of you being the CEO of your life, which is something that many of you heard me talk about many, many times, that no one's more responsible for your outcomes than you. In fact, no one's responsible for your outcomes at all except you. And taking that responsibility, making that decision to take responsibility for your outcomes, which means you have to take responsibility for your actions every day, that you have to wake up, have a plan, be focused, go execute. That's what an executive is. That's what an executive is. It's what a chief executive officer of your outcomes in your life. So anyway, he and I were discussing that, and I just wanted to share a few minutes with you about a couple thoughts that we had regarding how do we create more freedom for our lives? How do you create more freedom? How do you have more autonomy over yourself so you can spend less time doing bullshit you don't want to do and more time doing the things that you really love and would like to do more of in life? And what are your few thoughts that you'd share, John?
Don't get me going, brother. Don't get me going, man. I'll tell you, one thing I have zero patience for in this world are people that just have their handouts for handouts. I get so frustrated with people that they just have this just thought that people owe them something. Mm-hmm. Like, Derek, you're rich, you owe me something. The government owes me something. This person, this country, this state, they owe me something. How about you owe yourself? Like, how about you do become the CEO of you? Like, I love when Derek says this. He said it on my podcast, Entrepreneurs on Fire, and it was just something that will always stay with me going forward, because what else is there? I mean, why do you want to be reliant on other people? Why do you want to put your future in other people's hands? Because honestly, at the end of the day, people don't care about you. There's maybe a few people in this world that do care about you and love you. And guess what? You can take care of them if you adopt this attitude in being the CEO of your own life. And that's exactly why I picked up everything from California, beautiful home, beautiful scenario, all the stuff. And I moved out here to an island in the Caribbean called Puerto Rico because I said, I want to be the CEO of my life. I want to start keeping the money that I make and pay a 4% flat tax rate, pay 0% capital gains so that I can take that money, invest in myself, which is the best investments I've ever made. Just like you investing in yourself will be the best investment you ever make. Yeah. Come home, buy my dream home, and become autonomous. You heard Derek talk about the word autonomy. So what did I do down here? I have an unbelievably functioning organic garden down here. I have 41 solar panels and 3 Tesla Powerwalls for my own energy. I'm capturing rainwater down here in the tropics from my roof, filling up my 410-gallon water cistern. Guess what? I am building an autonomous compound down here because I can. Because I decided long ago, thanks to people like Derek telling me to do this, to become the CEO of my own life. So what are you waiting for? Why are you asking me for handouts? And I'm not talking to you because, again, people like you that are watching this content aren't asking for handouts. You're actually being proactive. But why are people out there asking for handouts? Why are people out there just like thinking other people are going to take care of them? Why would you want to live in that world in that way? Why would you not want to be the CEO of your own life like Derek's done, like I've just described to you that I've done? Nothing feels better. I mean, wow. It feels fantastic, brother.
A thought I've had many times is kind of a dichotomy that, every person, consciously or unconsciously, they're making a decision. Every day you get to vote 10,000 times, 10,000 little decisions every day. What kind of future are you going to have? And you're making a decision. Those 10,000 little micro decisions add up. Like, are you going to have a future where you're a chooser or a loser? Are you going to be somebody that has choice? Are you going to be somebody that you can go where you want, you can do what you want, you can spend your time as you wish, as a free autonomous human? Or are you going to be just some loser that you're waiting for the government to, after they've ruined your life, they might write you a $600 check a year later? You're relying on a little welfare check. You're relying like, my friend Brandon Carter. I don't know if you know Brandon Carter. He's kind of a big guy in the fitness space, and my friend Brandon says like, you gotta make a choice to be an eagle or a pigeon, and he characterizes an eagle that soars around and does majestic shit and sees a little salmon down in the stream, and he'll soar out of the sky and pick up the goddamn salmon with his talons, take him back to his eagle's nest with his little baby eagles and an American flag all wrapped up in there. But he characterizes a pigeon as like, a pigeon.
Waiting for people to throw bread at
It's not
him.
doing something majestic. It's not doing anything you would characterize as noble. Nothing for you. Nothing for you.
Pooping everywhere.
A pigeon is like waiting around a garbage can in a park, waiting for. He describes it. Let me quote: "Waiting for some old bitch to throw out some breadcrumbs." Don't be a pigeon. Don't be a loser that's waiting for some breadcrumbs, waiting for a little welfare check. Like the amount of freedom that you have to give up for that, the opportunity cost is astounding. For the little pittance that you'll get back in return.
Astounding. And listen, none of you are losers. That's already qualified because you are choosing to consume the right content. You're already consuming the right content right now. You're not watching some stupid reality TV show of a bunch of wives throwing stilettos at each other. No, like you are choosing to not be a loser by consuming the right content. And one thing that we actually talked about off script here is you do need to compare yourself, but you never need to compare yourself to other people because there's always going to be somebody richer than you. There's always going to be somebody better looking than you. There's always going to be somebody in better shape than you. I'm never going to be in as good a shape as Brandon Carter. As hard as I try, ain't going to happen. There's always going to be somebody who, if you compare yourself to them in different aspects of your life, you will despair. I mean, even look at Elon Musk. If Elon Musk compared his relationship to mine, he'd feel like a loser because I have a fantastic relationship for 10 years now. He has terrible relationships. But if I compare myself to him financially, I'd feel like a loser. You compare yourself to one person, you yesterday. If you're winning that comparison in life, more times than not, doesn't have to be 7 days a week. We all have our off days. But if you're winning that comparison more days than not, you are winning at life. So compare yourself to other people, you will despair. Just compare yourself to you yesterday. Win more times than you lose, and you will win.
Just in case some loser happened to stumble on here accidentally, I want to dissuade you from watching further. The best way that you can know, am I a loser? If you're offended by the word loser, that's you. Just go back to doing not much.
Go back to being a loser.
Expect your future to be not much. But if you're a chooser, if you're somebody dedicated to a better life, you like to have more success. You value things like prosperity. Traditional values to a large extent. Traditional values like, learn something every day. Learn new things. Go work hard. Implement that wisdom. Find good coaches, good mentors, good trainers that'll help you shortcut that path to success so you're not fumbling around by yourself. So you're not, misguided and undecided and squandering your youth and existence doing not much. You go get help you need. Get the help that you need. Whatever your goals are, go find somebody who already did that and just follow that path. And if you made a little progress, to John's point, if you made a little progress every day, if you did a little progress every day, big wins are comprised of small wins. Big victories are comprised by a lot of little victories. They compound together and they compound together. And pretty soon you have enough freedom. You have that autonomy. You have the financial autonomy. You have the autonomy of time that you can do whatever you want. Your time's your most valuable asset. We talk about this all the time. There's nothing more valuable than your time. Make sure that you're doing the things that are going to earn you the financial freedom that you can take care of not only yourself, but also, your friends, your family, any loved ones, any people or any ideas that you care about, you could actually support those things, not just with words, but financially. Without money, there ain't a lot of things getting done. Money is just a store of value. It just means that you did something in the past and you've earned those credits to retrieve some value back in the future. You don't want your family to be poor. You don't want the causes that you care about to die of poverty. There's a lot of other vanquished quality ideas out there. Be a chooser, not a loser.
And I hope as you're listening to this right now, you're literally hearing the red-tailed hawk behind us as it's screeching, circling in the air. That's what you want to be, that eagle, that red-tailed hawk that's circling behind us right now. That's a champion. That is somebody who is out there actively winning at life. And you can be that red-tailed hawk, you can be that eagle, or you can be that loser, that pigeon who's hanging up by the trash can, waiting for some bitch to throw her some pieces of bread. And that ain't going to happen in your life.
That ain't you. Check out John's channel. John has one of the best podcasts in the entire world. It's called Entrepreneurs on Fire. It's exactly the sort of thing that my friends and clients are interested in. You're living your life that way. You're going to love it. Check out Entrepreneurs on Fire. What's the best platform them to catch you on? You're on all the platforms, I think. Is there a preferred platform that look for you?
I guess my headquarters would be at eofire.com, and you have all the opportunities there to check me out on your favorite podcasting platform, social media. I'm John Lee Dumas. And if you want to surround yourself with the right people, like myself and Derek, there's 3,000 interviews for you to check out there.
Thanks for coming through and sharing a few words. Be a chooser, not a loser. If you are or are on your way to be a millionaire or multimillionaire, probably going to want to spend time with my clients. Probably going to want to have a personal relationship with me so we can accelerate that process, get you living up to your maximum potential, earning your maximum wage. You're going to want to click that follow button. You're going to want to click that bell and get notifications. Tune in every Friday. Tune in every Monday. You're going to love what you see. I look forward to having you as a client in the future.